Hello, my beautiful divine souls. Welcome to Canada. Welcome to the West Coast. I'm outside here, right at the ocean. I found so many beautiful spots. I want to share them with you. And it's a perfect spot to channel through the messages that want to come for this energy update. Specifically, I'm doing this in light of the fall equinox that's coming up in a few days, the time of harvest, the time of fall and autumn. On the other part of the world, it's springtime, but this message is for you no matter where you are. You are divine. Welcome for those who are new. I'm Natasha, Cosmic Empress. Why don't you subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when videos come out and when I put my little messages in the community tab. I'm also on Instagram where I post things very often, so you can follow me there as well. All right, I'm going to give you a little roundabout, okay? Look at this. Look at this scenery. Look at this beauty. Look at this glory. Oh, and if you stayed till the end of the video, there was a little friend who came, who popped out of the water to visit me right over there when I was walking around the marina. So stay tuned till the end so you can see him too. So today's energy update is being helped to bring through from one of my spirit guides of my Council of 12 up there. And the one who came through is the Earth spirit guide called Pachamama. Okay, she's an amazing grounded earther soul. She is a tribal, grounded, powerful woman who knows all about what we are going through as a collective. She knows all about humanity. She knows all about what every single one of you is going through. So she wanted to be the one to help me translate this message today. So we're going to talk about three themes. One is the splitting of the timelines, 3D and 5D, in our ascension process. The second one is who is going to ascend and who is not going to ascend. And the third one is about those negative souls and what is going to happen to them when we ascend. So to jump right in, the good news, okay? We are ascending. We are ascending. Mother Earth is ascending. We have hit critical mass. I've already mentioned this a few months back. Now, you have to understand this concept. It's really, really important so that you don't go crazy, because the ascension process is truly a little bit difficult, okay, to say the least. We've been going through the ringer like this, and this is the reason why. When a planet and her people ascend, which means jumping into a new density or into a new dimension or into a new consciousness, there is one timeline that we're living at, one vibration, the third dimension. We've been in that dimension for a long time, and certain individual people throughout history have been able to ascend individually into the next dimension, which is the fifth, or if you talk in density, it's the fourth density. It's just a matter of definition. So if you've heard about the ascended masters, okay, the ascended masters of the Himalayas, of India, of Tibet, those are called ascended masters because they have made the jump. They have ascended as an individual against the stream of the heaviness of the 3D. They've been able to separate themselves from the collective consciousness, from the consciousness of Gaia, and made their individual journey into ascension. So you can imagine it like this, what's happening now. The Earth, the planet, the conscious being Gaia, is able to finally ascend. The thing is, we as her children, as a collective, can only ascend if she ascends, and she can only ascend if we ascend. We're on this journey together, right? So as we have reached a critical mass on this planet, that means we have more than half of all the human beings walking on this earth, more than half are now in service to other instead of service to self, okay? You can see this as a vibrational point that if you sum up all the vibrational points of every person, every mode of vibration, every number of vibration, which can also be put to equal to more service to self, which is the lower vibrations, more service to other, which is the higher vibration. Over 50% have reached that critical point of being more service to other than service to self. The more service to self you are, the lower your vibration is, the more negative you are. And there are two types of people who live in service to self. Two types. This is what I got. There are the people who are living in service to self, who are living a pretty hard life most of the time. They are very prone to the different emotions that are very negative. They are not aware of their divinity. They're kind of thrown around by chance. They just kind of live their lives, not very consciously. We are living on a very high risk planet, so they are subject to that high risk. Stuff can happen to them. They have usually a lot of accumulated karma. That's the one type of being or person who is living in service to self. The other ones are the negative ones that are causing disruption, that are actively working negatively to draw energy from others. Those are the ones that are really like perpetuating negativity and war and trauma and problems. Those two types of people we have that are more service to self. Now, those of us who are on the other side of the spectrum, who are living more than 50% in service to other, not service to self, service to other, service to the whole, those who have awakened in their consciousness, those who know, who realize that they are divine beings, those who want to become better, who want to raise their vibration, who want to actively contribute to serving humanity, right? That's the other spectrum. And if on this planet we have reached the critical mass of more than 51% of everybody being service to other, then the ascension process can start. Then the ascension process of Mother Gaia and the collective can start. And this did happen a while back. So we are absolutely on that ascension path and journey right now. Okay, but what happens is we are still here. We are still physically in the third dimensional timeline. Now the timelines a little while back have split, right? They have split. So the fifth dimensional timeline has split from the third, but the problem is that both timelines are present right now. And most of us are here and we are perceiving and jumping on that higher timeline. And a lot of us are doing the wobble. We're here, then we're here, we're jumping back and forth. We're being pulled down by the 3D, but we want to be up in 5D. So this is the wobble. This is the wobble. It's not like, whoop, you jump on the fifth dimensional timeline, everything is perfect, there's no more negativity, you know, we are immune to the rules of the 3D timeline. It doesn't work like that. There is a time period of shift, of change, and that is the wobble. And it happens with everything in life, right? It's like the teething process. Your baby teeth are coming out, you don't have your adult teeth yet, the tooth wobbles, you have pain, it goes out, the other one comes through. There's a period of time for the teeth to change, for example. It's like growing pains, right? Any switch in change you make is difficult. And imagine this is the whole of humanity jumping a dimension. What an incredible change that is. What a huge thing that is. That's why we are all in the wobble. And a lot of us are existing on both timelines. And we are perceiving ourselves here and we are perceiving ourselves there. And that's what I feel every day. I feel that I'm here, but then I feel that I'm here. And if we are mostly on the fifth dimensional timeline, we live right together with, like, our neighbors are on the third dimensional timeline. So this is like a really confusing time. This is a time where we are being pulled down by the suffering and the gravity and the thought process and the patterns and the body of the third dimension while we are trying to ascend. And sometimes I feel like everything from 3D is so heavy and dense, it's trying to pull me back, it's trying to pull me down. And what happens is this: everybody on 3D who is not part of that ascension yet, those who have not shifted at all in consciousness, they perceive that something is going on, and especially the negative souls. They're saying, wow, okay, Earth is shifting, she's on a trajectory to 5D, so what's going to happen to us? And they start getting frantic, and they start grabbing, and they want to pull everybody down because they don't want this change, because they know something's going to go down. They know they're not going to be able to survive. And that brings me to my second point. The negative souls, specifically the negatively oriented souls that I've always talked about. The energy vampires, the ones who are 100% service to self. Their vibration will not match the fifth dimension. They cannot ascend with us. And they're feeling this. They know this. And a lot of negative souls have already said, okay, this is a sinking ship. I'm leaving, and they go and incarnate somewhere else. This is already happening. A lot of very negative souls who've incarnated over and over, they're going to think twice before coming back onto this planet. So that's the good news, that these negative souls, especially in the last video, I talked about the draconian negative souls. I talked about other negative soul groups. These souls will soon not be able to actually physically incarnate in a human body anymore. Oh! That was a huge flock of birds just flying over my head. Did you see that? They looked like they were going to fly into me. Wow. Beautiful. Nature always gives you signs that you need to see. To get back to those negative souls. So, the third dimension is a vibration that matches positive and negative souls. The third dimension matches all these different beings. But the fifth dimension is in a high vibration that those negative beings, or the people who live predominantly through service to self, they cannot match that vibration. So they're not on this timeline, they're still down here. Right? They are still down here. And that is the problem. The split, the wobble. This is what you're feeling. But the good thing is, the more you concentrate on doing your work, on just breathing, not giving up, being positive, not let yourself be dragged down into negative densities, negative emotions, negative vibrations, these will not be able to access you anymore. And for me, it happened this year. And I will tell you as an example how this happened for me. I was being psychically attacked a lot in the beginning of this year. And I knew I was ascending. There are negative beings trying to pull me down, trying to access me. Also, I was still getting into very negative thought patterns. You know, when difficulties arose, I was having a really hard time. I was very distraught. I let myself get into very negative thought patterns and negative emotions. And what happens is when you're high and your emotions go negative, you go back down to the third dimensional timeline, and that's when the negative souls can grab you and access you, right? So that's what was happening to me a lot. But as my vibration has raised continuously, as I continuously do not allow myself to drop my vibration, to drop my emotions, I am no longer a match to the 3D negative, dense beings and to those people who are only living in service to self. They energetically don't have a match to me anymore. They may see me walking along, but they just don't perceive me. They cannot do anything to me. They cannot bring me down anymore. The more I stay in the high dimensional timeline, the more they cannot access me anymore. So in the last few months, I have been feeling better and better and better. And I've had no more psychic attacks, no more negative thought cycles that bring me down, no more strange happenings, nothing like that, because I have not allowed any negative vibrational energies to access me because I've stayed high. So a lot of you are asking, so what do I have to do to ascend? How do I know that I'm ascending? First of all, if you're here watching this, you are 100% already on that 5D timeline. You are someone who is interested in becoming the best version of you. And if you're interested in that, you are already practicing service to other and not only service to self. Okay? You don't have to save the world. All you have to do in order to jump on that 5D train is just do your best every day. Just try to become the best version of yourself. There's no instructions. You don't have to meditate for 3 hours. You don't have to be a super spiritual person. All you have to do is really just do your healing process. Treat yourself with kindness. Try to find happy emotions every day. Practice gratitude. Just do those things that make you peaceful and calm and happy. right? It's very, very simple. Think of what makes you happy and peaceful and joyful, because those are high vibrations. And if you practice that every day, your base vibration will shift higher and higher and higher. And just by being you, just by thinking one happy thought, you are already sending out ripples, sending out waves that affect this planet, right? If you're not really perpetuating negativity, if you're not doing that, you're already helping the planet. Okay, so whatever it is that you are doing, every single little positive thought or emotion towards yourself or towards other, towards the environment, if you're just taking a walk along the beach and feeling like this, if you're just sitting here, if I'd just be sitting here watching the ocean and feeling good, then I would be on my way to the ascension path. Then I would be sending out ripples of positivity to Mother Earth and to other beings. So it's easy. All you have to do is try to be happy and joyful and peaceful, and anything you do on top of that is a bonus. Because remember, one person who vibrates at love equals out 100,000 people who are at a very low vibration of hate, fear, or shame. The high vibrations are so much more powerful and strong. So every single day that you try to be happy, every single day that you try to have a good day, that's all it takes. That is true. And I know that if you're watching this channel, you already are a light worker, right? You're a light worker, you're a way shower, you're a positive soul, you're a starseed or an earth angel. You're a shaman, you're a magician. We all are. Because we're all awakening to the power of our soul, and your soul is really, 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 really powerful. Your soul is so powerful, you don't even realize this. I keep saying this, but in the last week I've done a lot of private readings, and every single soul I work with, when I go into the Akashic Record and look at this divine being, I am like, my jaw drops. Every single time I get to look at another beautiful soul, and you are just exactly like these beautiful souls I see every day. Your soul is so magnificent, so multidimensional, so unique. Every day I see and get to work with these beautiful, shining, unique, magnificent beings. And those are just normal people walking on the earth, just like you. So you have to realize that you are a magnificent, unique, super interesting, amazing soul that has had such an amazing history of so many past lives, of so many experiences in different dimensions, not only incarnated, but in between your incarnations as well. So just by you walking on this earth, being you, you are already helping the collective and Mother Gaia ascend. It's as simple as that. And if you put in a tiny little bit of effort, if just the thought arises, what can I do to ascend? Alone that thought shows me that you are doing so much already. All right? So don't make it too complicated. Don't make it too complicated. Just do your best every day. That's all you can do, and that's all you have to do. Okay. Now another download that I got with this 5D split. It's so beautiful, especially now for this time of year. But like I said, no matter when you're watching it, it's relevant. This is what I've been shown several times. It is the time of the harvest. It's the time of the harvest. So, sorry. What I've been shown is not only for me, but for all of you, for all of the light workers, all the beautiful souls, all of you beautiful people. We have been working as a collective so hard. We've been in this wobble so hard, and just staying sane and not, going crazy is a huge accomplishment. So bravo, well done, right? And I know that you have been working so hard to move forward on your manifestation process, to move up, to become a greater soul, to open your vision, to become abundant. You've been working really, really hard on everything. And I don't know, somehow this summer has been so crazy. It seems like that it's been such a ringer that we haven't been able to really make that many physical breakthroughs. Maybe we've had, like, that's for me, that happened for me. I've had such brain explosions, mind explosions, consciousness explosions. But what I'm getting is now is a time for you to harvest physically, to receive the fruit of all your work. It is true. And I've been shown that it's like this. There is a room and there is kind of like an invisible divider. And on this side, there is the struggle, the work, the hardship. We are here and we have been manifesting and trying so hard. On the other side is everything that we want to manifest. All the riches, all the bank accounts, the house, the love, the good food, the nice clothes, all those physical things that we deserve, that we have been trying to manifest, that will make life easier. It's there. And we're on this side of the room and we've been manifesting this. And everything that you have been manifesting is actually there. It's there, but it's on the other side of the room. And the barrier, there's a barrier of invisibility, so we can't see it. And I'm seeing it like this. We have crossed the threshold to the other side already, and there's like a membrane. There's like a membrane that's keeping us from seeing. And we've actually crossed the threshold, and there's this membrane over us, kind of almost like a thin layer of bubble gum that's kind of taking our shape, and we're like this, and we can't see through it. And we're already in the room. We're already in the same space with everything that we want. It's there. All we have to do is reach out and grab it, but we can't see it yet. We can't see it. We're held back. It's like we've worked so hard and we've been through the ringer that we're just kind of like, you know, almost like if you are doing a 1,000-meter race and you are so tired, and you know, you see those people that at the last meters, they're going, they're running and they have their eyes closed and they're just hoping they can just make the last stretch, those last few meters, and they're almost falling down. And I feel like they are in such a crazy state that they've already gone over the finish line, but they can't see it because they're still struggling. They keep running and they're like, when are we going to make it? But they've crossed the finish line and they haven't even noticed that they've crossed the finish line. And they have to just stop and look and see that they've made it. And we're at that stage. We've crossed the finish line. We can't see it. We have this layer over us. And that layer has been stretched that it's about to pop. Okay? And this fall, this autumn, this time is when it's gonna pop. It's gonna go whoop, fall off our eyes, and we're gonna be like, oh, wow, wow. And then all the things that you've been wanting to manifest, they are gonna be there. They're gonna show up for you, right? That person who's struggling can finally stop and say, we've made it. We've crossed the finish line. Yes, we've done it. Victory. We are the winners. That is what I have been shown. So it is time to reap the rewards of your hard struggle, of that race, because you've made it over the finish line. You are just not able to see that trophy yet. But that is there, and this is going to happen really, really soon for you. So for each person, it's going to be different. Each of you has gone through different struggles. Each of you has manifested different things. For some of you, it's going to be everything. Others of you are going to see just one or two small things, and the others are coming a little bit later. Okay, for each one of you, it's different. But for the collective, the harvest is coming. It is coming. For those of you who are watching right now, your harvest is here. You just have to see it. It is within reach, and it will be revealed really, really, really soon. Okay, so I thought that was such a beautiful thing, because I know that it's been so tough. It's been tough. And finally, we're going to start to reap the rewards. We're going to bring in the harvest. We're going to be able to breathe a little easier. All right. The last video I did for September, I saw us still, taking action. And it doesn't mean you have to stop taking action, but it means you will be able to harvest the results, take a little rest. Of course, we keep moving forward, but not in this crazy, absolute blind, madness that we've been experiencing. It's going to be a little bit more calm. It's going to be more organized. It's kind of like the second stretch. I see it as moving forward, we will have the resources to gather ourselves and go for the second stretch, which is always easier than the first one. Okay, so all in all, you can be happy. You can be proud of yourself. We are ascending. Things are going to get easier. Things are going to get better for you. You're going to get some results. Just don't give up. Don't give up. Just open your eyes, move forward, keep expanding, keep doing your best every day, and this is all going to happen for you, okay? I promise you. For those who want to know more about your soul, for those who feel you have blocks or things that are holding you back, karma, I do that work. I am opening private readings again, live ones, weekly on Sunday at 1 p.m. I usually open my shop for the next week, just week by week. So please go and check out my shop. The link is below if you're interested. You have to be fast. My readings are booked out within minutes of opening my shop because I can only do 1 or 2 a day. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to show you a little bit of the visitor who came to visit me over there, right over there when I was climbing around on that marina, right there. That over there is the beach that I was filming at right now. And guess where I am? I am here actually on a dock of a beautiful little marina. That's a coffee shop where I might go and have some tea to strengthen my senses. And this is a very beautiful marina. See all the ships here, all the boats. And as I was walking down, there was actually a huge seal that popped his head out and looked at me. So I'm hoping that he will come back so I can show him to you. Just a quick little visit. Oh, there he is. You see him? There he is. You see that little head bobbing? That's him. That's a seal. How beautiful. He's saying hello to you as well. There he is again. Hello. Why don't you come over this way, my friend? Look, he's right here where I'm sitting. Hey, come on over here, yeah. You see? He wants to tell me something, I think. Why don't you come over here? You beautiful thing? Yeah. You beautiful thing. Another view of the marina. I was standing right there and the seal showed up right there. So here, gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, it's so beautiful. You know, if you do something new every day and ask to experience something amazing, you will. The seal showed himself because I needed to see something amazing. I wanted to see something amazing, and he came. I think he came just for me. So, trust the universe to bring you new and amazing and wonderful things. Sending you lots of love. Mwah. Cosmic Empress, bye-bye.